Hello, I'm Jared Stone, and today I will be showing you how to make a bluebird house. To begin, the materials you will need is one 1x6 by 4 foot and 4 inches piece of lumber, pencil and marker, a tape measure, saw, hammer, a drill bits that are 1.5 inch hole maker, and a 3/16 drill bit, 1.5 inch nails, and two 1.5 inch screws. To begin, you will want to measure out the lengths onto your board so that you can cut it, and these can be found on the diagram that is in this video. To begin, I will mark out my 13.5 inch mark. And you can just make a mark in the middle of the board and then use a square to mark it all the way across for cutting. Just like so. And then you will want to write a letter on this to signify which piece of the birdhouse this will be so that you can remember that for a later date whenever you put this together. Once you have your lengths marked out and a letter that corresponds with which piece it is on each piece, you can go ahead and cut the pieces out using a saw. You can choose to use a hand saw, which is what I'm using, or a jigsaw or skill saw will work fine too. Once you have all your pieces cut, you will want to take your floor piece and cut the corners off of it to allow for ventilation and drainage in the birdhouse. Once you have your bottom cut, you will want to next move on to the front piece, and you'll want to drill the entrance hole, and you will put this in the center of the board, and at the bottom of the hole should be 6.5 inches from the bottom of the board. To do this, you just start by measuring the halfway point of your board, which should be 2 3/4 inches from one side. Mark that, and then move from whatever you want the bottom to be. You come up 6.5 inches, and that will be the bottom of your hole. And since it's 1.5 inch drill bit, you will come up 3/4 of an inch from that and make a mark, and then make an X out of the middle and that mark there, and that will be where the center of your drill bit goes to make the entrance hole. Once you have your front piece marked out where you're going to put the hole, you can go ahead and drill it with your 1.5 inch drill bit. I like to use a C-clamp to hold my board in place so that it doesn't move while I drill the hole. Now that you have all your pieces cut and the hole drilled, you can start assembling. I like to start with the back piece and my sides and put one side on, and you will want to only put one side on because the other one will be hinged with screws to allow for a door for cleaning the birdhouse out. Also, you want to leave room at the top and bottom to put a nail into the top and bottom so that you can hang the birdhouse on a post or on a tree. You will use your 1.5 inch nails to assemble the birdhouse. After the first side, I go ahead and put the front on. And you want to nail it into the same side that you nailed into the back. Next, you can put your floor in. And you'll set this inside the other boards. It should fit pretty close. Finally, you'll put your last side on, and when you put the screws in, you want to leave about 1/8 to 1/4 inch of a gap in the side, or between the roof and the top of this side, to allow for opening the door so that you can clean this and check the birdhouse. And that allows for a door for cleaning and checking this birdhouse. Finally, you can switch over to a drill bit that is about 3/16 in diameter to make a hole for nailing the birdhouse up. And finally, you can drill a hole through the front and into the side that is the door, and then you will insert a nail into that, and that will be the latch that keeps the door shut. And there is your finished and completed birdhouse. You can hang this up in your yard, or on a post, or on a tree, and the bluebirds will come to it, and other birds can live in it as well. Thank you for watching.